Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
The 2013-2014 theater season is officially upon us, and the first offering from Nanaimo Theatre Group is Boeing Boeing. On today's show, discovering your inner witch on Gabriola, puppy school in the Cowichan Valley, and FYI, I'm ROFL with my BFF DK. That and more in the next 30 minutes. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're here in the makeup dressing room of Nanaimo Theatre Group's Bailey studio. Some of the cast are getting ready for the current production Boeing Boeing that runs through until October the 26th. And we're going to get a sneak peek at the plot line, interview some of the characters, and do a little bit of cleaning, I think, later on this edition of Go Island. But first, women of all ages are having a lot of fun discovering their inner witch with the help of a local photographer on Gabriola Island. Here's Annette Lucas. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're here on stage at the Bailey studio getting a up-close look at Boeing Boeing, their current production. Arlene Blundell is the director. What is happening behind us right now?
They're just getting ready for Gabrielle's entrance. Gabrielle is the second appearance of one of the air hostess stewardesses that Bernard is engaged to.
Bernard, okay.
And so they're just waiting for, and there's the door. She's arrived now, you see.
Now, to set it straight for everybody at home, Boeing Boeing is set in 1964. A lot of men happy to see Gabriella. Set in about 1964. It's the peak of the glamour of the life of a stewardess and air travel. And what is the basic plot line here?
Well, it's one of those circumstantial things where Bernard thinks he has this pie-in-the-sky life. He's got 3 stewardesses he's engaged to all of them, but none of them know about the other one. And so as they come, another one leaves, and they just come and go, but never connect.
Okay.
And except for today, when things go a little awry and complications ensue.
Okay, why choose this play to present?
Well, because it's a farce, and audiences love farces, but I'm not a huge fan of a bedroom farce. But Greg and I were flying home from Paris, and in real life, yeah, and on this huge jet plane, and I was thinking, Boeing jet plane, there's a play, Boeing Boeing, and I thought I'm going to check it out. When I get home, got back here, and I found that it was into a real revival. It was being done in Vancouver soon. It was on the playbill for Victoria and Seattle.
Any underlying serious messages, or is it pure entertainment?
Not really.
Pure entertainment.
I think there is a line at the end. Just one woman is perfect.
Right.
And I guess sort of that's an underlying message that it's a lot more fun if you just have one good woman. But
most men can't handle more than one anyways, right?
Nothing very deep or heavy about it.
Okay,
yeah.
Thanks, Arlene. We're going to come back and talk to Gabriella about some of the things that you need to do to keep your man focused on just one woman. Right now, though, we're taking a short break. Still ahead today on Go Island, rapid fire with Nanaimo Clippers defenseman, a road trip to Gastown, and LOL with DK and VIC. That and more still to come today on Go. I'm not making this statement personally, but comparisons have been made between canines and the male species, half of our species. And that maybe is a good segue into our conversation here with Lauren Giannolino. She plays Gabriella in Nanaimo Theatre Group's current production, Boeing Boeing. And you're part of a 3-way kind of love triangle, but you don't know you're a part of this three-way love triangle.
No, I don't know yet. No.
Now, in your mind, you think that your man is faithful and honest to you?
Of course, I love my Bernardo. He's adorably scrupulous and so honest. He's an old-fashioned stay-at-home. He's a classical one-woman man. He hates the complications. He's too nervy for them.
What advice would you have for women who might be suspicious that their man is not being faithful? What should we look for? What are some of the signs that something's not right, do you think?
Well, sometimes you must keep your eyes open for things like maybe there'll be a letter addressed to another woman sitting on the coffee table.
That would be a pretty good indication. Yeah.
Perhaps a little lipstick here on the collar, no? Perhaps maybe you'll see a bag from another airline, perhaps another hostess bag just sitting there. And maybe you wonder, maybe you doubt your man. You may never know. I mean, how do you feel when you see these things? But trust your man. Trust your man.
Trust your heart. Trust your, and have you seen all these things?
Yes, but I love my Bernardo. I do.
There's reasonable explanations for all of this.
Yes, completely reasonable. Him and his friend Roberto, they have perfectly acceptable explanations for everything, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for the advice and good luck. And I'm sure that your heart and your intuition is absolutely correct.
Grazie.
Enjoy your romance with your wonderful man. We're going to throw things over now to Dan Marshall. It's another installment of Clippers Rapid Fire. Colton will have a chance to face his least favorite BCHL team in Port Alberni on Friday, October the 18th. For a full schedule of the upcoming Nanaimo Clippers game, you can visit their website, nanaimoclippers.com. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. You like the sound of my voice? I'm kind of wondering who it is that's speaking because it doesn't sound like me at all, and it doesn't hurt as much as it sounds like, and maybe I should stop talking more than I need to and tell you where we are. We're inside the new annex that is part of the Bailey studio here on Rosstown Road in Nanaimo, part of Nanaimo Theatre Group. They've got costumes there. They use this space for rehearsing. That's where some of the pantomime rehearsals are going on right now. And we'll give you a little outside look before the end of this edition of Go Island. It's time now, though, for a look at your Get Up and Go community calendar. Put me to work here on the set of Boeing Boeing, the latest offering from Nanaimo Theatre Group. It runs here at the Bailey Studio until October the 26th, and you're watching Go Island, in case you forgot about that already. Now, Sheila Coultish is the president here at NTG, but what have they got you doing today for this production?
Well, I am Bertha, the maid. The play is set in Paris, and I came with the apartment. My boss doesn't like me too much, but I know the routine, so he keeps me on.
Why doesn't he like you?
Well, because I am very bossy, and
That's just typically French, isn't it?
I don't know.
What's the headlines these days here?
Well, the big news is that we have completed our annex. Oh, thank you. That we've been working on for almost a year. And so now we have an extra space for some small rehearsals and all our costumes, and so that's wonderful. And one thing I would like to say is that we did all that with our own money. Yeah. We didn't have any grants or anything, and we've built this entire place with our own funding over the years.
Wow, there's a lot of pride, a lot of work.
A lot of pride, and you know, it doesn't belong to any of us. It's going to be passed on for future generations.
Yeah,
so.
when you say us, you mean the volunteers, because everybody behind the scenes, everybody on stage here, and sorry, I just see a little bit of dust right there, are volunteering their time. And I've considered, you know, getting into theater and performing, and then I think about following a script and I kind of forget about it. But I also think about the amount of time in rehearsals. And you're president, and now here you are on stage as well. Talk about the commitment and the hours that everybody puts into making this place what it is.
Well, the hours you put in are huge. Yeah. Being president at the same time really hasn't been that difficult because I've got a very good executive and they keep doing their jobs.
And you're already working on your Christmas panto.
We are.
Can I get you to talk about that? Because I see some dust over here.
Oh, sure.
You stay here.
Okay,
you
That's
take over.
Nice.
Talk about the Christmas panto.
Our Christmas panto, which is always really popular with everybody in the community. Well, maybe not everybody, but certainly a lot of people. This year we have a cast of about 22, and at least half of them are teenagers. And it's really gratifying because a lot of people that have gone through the panto years ago are now adults and are working in different aspects of putting the panto on, like musical director, choreographer. And so we're really happy that it's great for teenagers to be involved with this.
And that's a lot of work for a pretty short run. The panto runs for about 10 days, doesn't it?
I think 14 performances, 10 days, but they do matinee and evening.
Right. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, nice to talk to you.
Tradition. Boeing Boeing runs here at the Bailey's Studio, fully owned and operated by the Nanaimo Theatre Group until October the 26th. We're going to throw things over now to Dunya Tozy. It's another installment of Road Trip. She's getting a closer look at the steam clock in Gastown. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're now outside the Bailey Studio, home of Nanaimo Theatre Group here on Rosstown Road in Nanaimo. And this is what their extension looks like on the outside. We were inside that space just a few minutes ago. Congratulations to all the hard work from all the volunteers and members here at NTG. We're going to throw things over now to Dan Kahn, because how many times when you get a text, there's a little happy face and an LOL and RLOF and on and on. Well, it's kind of rubbing Dan the wrong way. But I like the little happy faces. I just figured out how to get all of them onto my phone. So to you, Dan Kahn. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. Boeing Boeing runs here at the Bailey Studio, home to Nanaimo Theatre Group until October the 26th. NanaimoTheatreGroup.com, I believe, for more information and tickets. Thanks for watching Go Island. We'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.